Hey everyone, this is my first episode on my actual looting series. Now, just to clarify, what I did is I landed in one spot basically 50 times and I tallied all the loot up that I actually got from it. Now, the next videos that I'm going to be working on is I'm going to be landing at a place 100 times. And the way I see it is everything in this game is kind of like RNG based, I think, but looting and landing in certain places, what I've noticed is sometimes when I land in certain places, I get better stuff or I get different stuff. Like when I land at certain houses, sometimes it's more common for me to get shield potions there or mini shield potions like that versus some houses are just filled with guns and stuff like that. I don't know if that's an RNG thing or if that's just my luck from playing the game. I've played a lot of matches and this is something that I've kind of noticed. I don't know how exactly it works, but the only way I'm going to be able to find this out is from actually looting all these places. Now for the series is every other video after this is going to be 100 times, and I'm not going to touch the big cities, guys, until like I'm actually farther into the series and stuff like that, because it's just more common to actually see people out there and it's very hard to actually tally your loot and stuff like that, because I tally it right away. I don't actually watch my videos back and stuff like that because I don't record when I actually play the game. I usually stream the game and I don't really just sit there and watch them back. So what I like to do is when I actually get my loot, I like to tally it right away, and then go and fight and try to win the actual match. As you guys can see on screen, if you weren't watching, I am showing the percentages of what you can kind of expect from what you're going to get. So instead of showing you the number of how many guns I got and stuff like that, I just actually tallied what your percentage would be for getting those guns. Like the green tactical shotgun, you have a 38% chance of actually getting it. Now I think if I landed there 50 times again, I think it would change. I don't know how drastically it would change over time. You would honestly have to loot certain places a lot to actually figure out if something has more stuff than another place. I don't know. I think it might just be a whole RNG thing, but I'm going to try to find that out basically by doing this whole series that I'm basically working on. Now I didn't include every single gun in the game, guys. There's a lot of stuff that I actually left out. I do have the stats for them. I did write them all down, but I didn't include all of them. So I didn't include revolvers. The number for them was relatively low, by the way. I think it was a 20% chance or a 23% chance for a white revolver. I never got a blue revolver. I got like 3 green ones, I think. For the burst rifles, it was relatively low too. I think it was like 46% chance for M16s, as you guys saw before, and the green M16s were relatively high, and the blue ones weren't too bad. But the burst, I never got a single blue burst. I think I got 12% chance for the green burst, and I think it was a 26% chance for the white burst. So it's from what I've noticed is the actual M16s are a lot more common than the burst rifles. And I am relatively new to actually making videos like this, guys. If you have any suggestions, please put them in the comments, and so I can make these videos a lot better. I'm really new to actually making videos, so I'm not the best at making them. I'm trying my best to figure stuff out, and if you guys have any ideas to help actually make these a higher quality and stuff like that, and that would help, just put it in the comments below, because I am going to be doing this looting series a lot more. I'm going to keep doing them and working on them and stuff like that, so I'm going to try to make them a lot better as I progress and actually keep doing them. So what I just basically did is I'm just showing the percentages on screens. You guys can look at them, and yeah, that's basically all I did. So shield potions were 36%, bandages were 40% chance, first aid kit was 8% chance. So the first aid kit was really low. I thought that would be a lot higher. I got more slurps than first aid kits, but I did get a lot of, I got more shields than mini shields, which is also, I find, pretty bizarre. That thing is also like another RNG thing, I'm pretty sure. But I think the mini shields, the update came out for them when I was about a quarter of the way done, so maybe that plays a little bit of a factor into actually why I got more shields than mini shields. I have no idea, but also, I didn't include the boogie bombs. I didn't include smoke grenades. I got a lot of grenades, though. I know that. It was really relatively high number that I actually got for the grenades. If you guys actually want me to, so please put any suggestions down below of how I can make these videos better. If you guys actually want me to read the actual numbers out to you guys, like the percentages, I can do that next video too, if you guys actually want that. So some people aren't always looking at their screen when they're watching videos. Also, if you guys want me to include everything, please let me know in the comments down below. If you guys want me to include every single weapon, if you're really interested in seeing the actual percentages of everything you can get there, I will do that. I do have the numbers for them and I do tally them. I just didn't think it was too necessary. I was kind of trying to put the stuff down that you would typically actually maybe want from a house Relatively, like a Tech 9 doesn't really mean much. If we had an 80% chance of getting a Tech 9, no one really likes using them anyways, so it would be like, whatever. But the percentages for actual, probably the highest tier weapons, like the rocket launcher, grenade launcher, sniper, and the SCAR, as you see here, are really low. I got 2 SCARs, and they were back-to-back. So my 45th trip and my 46th trip, that's when I got the 2 SCARs back-to-back. They were both purples. I got 4 snipers, and 1 was a semi-automatic epic, and 3 of them were blue bolt actions. I got 3 blue grenade launchers, and I got 1 blue rocket launcher. That's all I got, and that 1 rocket launcher I got was from the clip you saw at the start there. And that's basically it. I thought the numbers would be a little bit higher than that, but we're going to find out. I think if I actually loot a place 100 times, I might get more weapons, like more SCARs and stuff like that. And there also is a dump truck in this area, and just to let you know and to clarify, when I was actually recording this this whole entire series that I was doing, I didn't have the dump truck included. So you can see that I'm going to the dump truck. When all my videos, you might see me actually going and looting the dump truck. Is now, when I was about halfway done the videos, I didn't know there was a chest in that dump truck until I saw somebody go in it when I was playing against them. I don't know why I never clued in to think that there could be a chest in there, because I know there's like a chest in the dump truck and like the factories and stuff like that. I don't know why I never thought about it, but I did get some good stuff from there. I got some snipers. I think I got 2 snipers. I got like a couple grenade launchers and stuff like that. I just didn't include in the actual total loot and stuff like that. So that would definitely play a big factor into actually what your loot is. So now what I'm doing is, from looting this actual place, is now you can see is what I recorded is I'm actually leaving the area, and I'm kind of showing you guys a little bit of a strategy you can actually kind of work with when you loot that house to go with it instead. So I'm going to show you guys all the loot, and then I'm going to show you a little strategy afterwards of what you can actually do to maybe try to win the game and stuff like that. This video is all recorded in solo modes. I've never been there on duos. I've never been there on squads. I don't know how good it is on squads and duos, so that's up to you guys to find out. I wouldn't recommend going there for squads. Maybe duos, it's definitely possible. So one strategy here is, you can see I'm sniping there. There's a broken down house over there, and then there's 2 houses behind that broken down house. Those are filled with loot most of the time. Now typically you will find another person there. But if you go and land there, it's honestly great, because then you can go to Anarchy Acres after, and it's pretty much dead there, and you can get some, usually there's 1 or 2 guys hanging around there. And same with Pleasant Park, you might find 1 or 2 guys hanging out and stuff like that. And it actually works really well, and so is this shack here. I always loot this shack here. So typically my 2 strategies is I loot that house and I go to Anarchy Acres, or I loot the main house that I looted in the beginning, and then I go to the shack, and then I go straight to Pleasant Park. And then by the time you get to Pleasant Park and by the time you get to Anarchy Acres, there's about 50 people left. So you can go to these houses here and you can loot them and get all your good loot and stuff like that, and then go straight to these places. By the time you get there, the game's already half over, and you're coming into the town when all the firefights are basically done. So it's easy for you to actually walk in there and just get a few kills and pick people off. Near the end, I do get in a little gunfight here with somebody. I end up actually ending the clip before it ended. I did kill him. I did die right after, though. But those are my 2 strategies. Now, my next video that I'm actually going to be working on is me landing in Salty Springs at a little shack there. I'm going to be looting that 100 times. I'm already looted it about 10 times. It's going pretty well. It's pretty solid. No one really lands there and stuff like that. If you guys want to keep seeing videos like this of me looting and stuff, just let me know in the comments. If you want me to go a little bit more in depth with the loot, also let me know. Just let me know anything that can make these videos better and stuff like that. I hope you guys did enjoy it. It did take me a long time to work on this, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.